Hey, Fields, how are you today, man?
I'm doing well.
I just wanted to ask because I was looking at your guard rankings, and
Yeah.
in terms of your colleagues, you have Graham Barton number two, and he started at left tackle in Duke, right? And he has experience as a guard, as a center. What is it that you see that would imply that he would have more success as a guard? And what do you think are the attributes that would lead to his success?
All right. So first of all, I'm impressed with the San Francisco question because they got to wait a while, obviously, to pick their pick. Assuming they don't move up from pick 31 right now. Graham's a really intriguing player. A guy that every time I watch him, I kind of grow a little bit more enamored with him. He began his college career at Duke as a center, played there his true freshman season, and then spent 3 straight years as a left tackle. And Duke doesn't necessarily have this. It's not like he's competing with a bunch of other likely future NFL players. So they're going to take their best prospect and put him at the most important spot, which would be left tackle. But he's got good length in terms of height, I should say. His arm length probably is the biggest one that keeps leading people back to the idea of him playing at guard or center. Truthfully, I really wish there was a category when we're doing our draft rankings of just interior offensive linemen, because if you told me that Graham Barton's a center starting next year, I would say that absolutely tracks. He's done it for a season. Went back and watched him recently from that 2020 year, and you're thinking to yourself, it's 4 seasons ago, right? Like, how's it going to look? Looked pretty good back then too. So for a kid as a true freshman playing in one of the best college football conferences, has certainly stood the test of time back then and into now. So as an interior offensive lineman, guard or center, I think you could certainly make the case for him being one of the 30 to 35 best players in the draft. And the beauty of Graham is that even if it's not one of those two spots, while I think those are his two clear cut best spots, he has play it in a pinch ability at really all five positions. He's played left tackle for the past 3 years. The arm length and just sort of the overall body armor is going to be what makes me think he ends up holding up better inside, either at center or guard. He's a hell of an athlete, terrific run blocker, and he really stood against some of the best competition he saw all season last year, including Jared Verse, Florida State. Those two had some battles, and Verse, of course, is going to end up being a first-round pick as well. That felt like one of those showcase games where both guys brought it because they knew the player they were lining up opposite of was going to be a highly drafted player himself.